Have you ever gazed at a towering mountain peak, yearning to reach its summit, only to feel the sheer weight of the climb crushing your spirit before you even take the first step? Perhaps you've made grand resolutions to write a novel, learn a new language, or get in the best shape of your life, only to see them crumble, leaving behind a familiar ache of disappointment. What if I told you the secret to conquering those peaks isn't about monumental leaps, but something far more subtle, more accessible, and profoundly powerful? Today, we're going to uncover the overlooked magic of microdiscipline. This isn't about willpower or Herculean effort. It's about a quiet, persistent force that can reshape your reality, one tiny, intentional action at a time. Stay with me and discover how to unlock profound, lasting transformation without the overwhelm. The grand illusion of giant leaps. It's natural for us to dream big, to envision monumental shifts. We're often captivated by the dramatic overnight success stories, the epic transformations that seem to happen in a blink. Psychologically, this pursuit of the Big Bang change is alluring. It promises immediate gratification and a swift escape from our current struggles. But here's the quiet truth. Our brains are hardwired for energy conservation, and a sudden, massive demand for change often triggers a primal resistance. We set ambitious goals like, "I will meditate for an hour every day," or "I'll write 1,000 words before breakfast." And when the initial burst of motivation fades, the sheer scale of the task feels like an insurmountable wall. We're left feeling like failures, not because we lack potential, but because we chose an unsustainable path. Imagine Sarah, an aspiring writer. She'd decided she would finally write her novel, dedicating 3 hours every evening after her demanding job. For a few days, fueled by excitement, she powered through. But the exhaustion quickly set in. Her brain, already drained from work, saw 3 hours of intense creative effort as a monumental threat, something to be avoided. Soon, she found herself procrastinating, feeling guilty, and eventually giving up, concluding she simply wasn't disciplined enough. The problem wasn't Sarah, it was the chasm between her ambition and her approach. The profound lesson here is that our desire for instant, sweeping change often becomes its own worst enemy. When we try to impose drastic new habits, our internal resistance mounts, leading to burnout and retreat. The secret lies not in fighting this resistance, but in bypassing it entirely. Think of one big goal you have. Now, break it down. Instead of a giant leap, what's the absolute smallest action you could take towards it today? Something so tiny it feels almost ridiculous to call it effort. Perhaps it's reading one sentence of that book, or doing one push-up, or meditating for just 60 seconds. Choose one, right now. The unseen power of a single grain of sand. True mastery isn't built in dramatic sprints, but in the relentless accumulation of almost imperceptible efforts. The insight here is simple yet revolutionary. Consistency, even in the smallest measure, always outpaces sporadic intensity. Our brains thrive on predictability and tiny wins. Each microdiscipline, however small, sends a signal to your brain. This is safe. This is achievable. This is who we are now. Over time, these signals rewire your neural pathways, making the disciplined action feel less like a chore and more like a natural extension of yourself. This is how character is forged, not in the fire of grand gestures, but in the quiet crucible of daily, tiny choices. Consider the story of David, a young man who struggled with fitness. He joined gyms countless times, always with the intention of working out intensely for an hour, 5 times a week. Each attempt ended in failure. Then he tried something different. He committed to doing just one pull-up every morning. Yes, just one. It felt silly at first, but he did it every single day. After a month, one pull-up turned into 2, then 3, then he started adding a single push-up. He wasn't tracking time or sets, just doing one more thing. 6 months later, without ever feeling overwhelmed, he was consistently doing short, effective workouts because his brain had accepted the pattern as normal. He didn't become a fitness enthusiast overnight. He became one pull-up, then one push-up, then one plank at a time. His body and mind transformed, not through an act of willpower, but through the gentle, relentless pressure of micro-discipline. The core lesson is this: an action so small it cannot be skipped holds infinitely more power than a grand plan that will eventually be abandoned. These tiny, consistent efforts create momentum, building a foundation of self-trust and capability that larger actions can then rest upon. They become the grains of sand that, over time, form a mountain. Take that one micro-discipline you identified earlier. Commit to doing it every day for the next 7 days. Don't aim for more, just aim for consistent completion. And as you do it, I'd love to hear about your experience. Share in the comments below. What tiny habit are you committing to, and what's your why behind it? Your insights could inspire someone else on their journey. The compounding effect. Building an unstoppable momentum. This is where the magic truly unfolds. Microdisciplines aren't just about individual improvements, they are about initiating a profound compounding effect. Each tiny win builds upon the last, not just in terms of the specific task, but in cultivating an unshakable sense of self-efficacy and momentum. Research consistently shows that small, regular successes boost self-confidence, making you more likely to tackle slightly larger challenges. It's like a tiny snowball rolling down a hill. It picks up more snow, gains speed, and eventually becomes an avalanche. Your microdisciplines, once effortless, start to create bandwidth for more. They free up mental energy that was once spent on debating whether to start, redirecting it towards focused action. Think of Alex, who wanted to learn to play the guitar. He felt intimidated by complex chords and scales. So he started with just one microdiscipline, picking up his guitar for 5 minutes a day and practicing one single chord change. That's it. Some days he'd play longer, but he always hit his 5 minutes. After a month, those 5 minutes were ingrained. He wasn't thinking, "Do I practice?" He was thinking, "Which chord next?" Slowly, his fingers built muscle memory. His ears became attuned, and his confidence soared. The initial one chord change opened the door to scales, then simple songs, and eventually the joy of creating his own music. He didn't force himself to be a musician, he simply allowed himself to become one, 5 minutes at a time. The insight here is that momentum is a fragile, precious thing, and microdisciplines are its most reliable fuel. By consistently engaging in small, manageable actions, you build an internal engine of progress that becomes self-sustaining. You move from "I have to do this" to "I get to do this," because the cumulative feeling of progress is incredibly rewarding. Reflect on your progress from the previous microdiscipline. Has it become a little easier, more natural? If so, consider adding a tiny increment to it, or introducing one more microdiscipline in a different area of your life. For example, if you read 1 sentence, maybe read 2. If you did 1 push-up, maybe add 1 minute of stretching. Keep it small, keep it consistent. The journey to your greatest self isn't a single, arduous expedition up a sheer cliff face. It's a gentle, persistent walk, one small, intentional step after another, day after day. Microdiscipline isn't just a strategy for achieving goals, it's a philosophy for living, a quiet revolution against overwhelm, and a profound act of self-love. It reminds us that our true power lies not in fleeting bursts of extraordinary effort, but in the unwavering commitment to the ordinary, consistently done. So let go of the pressure to be perfect, to achieve everything at once. Instead, embrace the humble yet unstoppable power of the small. Because it's in those seemingly insignificant daily actions that your most extraordinary future truly begins to unfold. What tiny step will you take today to build the life you dream of? The answer, I promise, is far simpler and closer than you think.